Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are San Diego.
Dinelson Lamet on the mound today at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, trying to win his 4th straight game. The Padres in the last 3 have won all 3 games that he started. So is he. He's nasty the last couple of times out and trying to keep it going against the Cincinnati Reds. He'll have the hill today. Will Myers back in the lineup. May have turned the corner on what's been a long slump for him. Hit his 22nd home run of the year last night, showing signs of coming out of that slump against the Reds. On the other side, Joey Votto riding a 14-game hitting streak. 477 along the way with 4 homers and 13 runs batted in. He'll be back at first base today for the Reds. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. Don Orsillo along with Mark Grant. Welcome to Padres baseball. Well, Dinelson Lamet on the mound today. Mentioned that today he's looking for his 4th straight win. He's changed his arsenal a little bit over the last couple starts.
Slider heavy, I guess, is a way to look at it for Dinelson Lamet. Andy Green, Darren Balsley talked about 3 or 4 starts ago. They want him to break out the slider early and often. Last time out, 49% sliders, more than fastballs, because usually it's like 60-40 or maybe a little higher on the fastballs, but it's been had good results against the Pittsburgh Pirates. In fact, his last 3, when you look at it, 18 1/3 innings pitched, only 11 hits, and Don, a strikeout per innings pitched. Here's the thing about the Dinelson Lamet that I see. When the slider's on and nasty, oh yeah, early in the count, it makes it tougher for hitters when they see that slider, tougher to catch up to the fastball. And you know what else? He doesn't have to throw the nasty slider to get away with it. In Pittsburgh, he threw a handful up and out of the zone. They still swung at it.
Well, the Padres trying to gain a split of this 4-game series against the Reds. We play day baseball from Cincinnati. Can Will Myers get the groove back? We'll find out. After a home run last night, he'll try to keep it going today. He's back in the lineup and at first base. We're back with the first pitch from Cincinnati right after this. Where the pets go. And by Honda. Hurry into the Honda Summerbration sales event today. The Ohio River on a beautiful day in Cincinnati. The Queen City where the Padres and Reds wrap up their 4-game series. Time now for the weather report, brought to you by your always sunny San Diego Honda dealers. 82 degrees with a west breeze at 3 miles per hour. Forecast is for fair skies. Don Orsillo, Mark Grant, and Bob Scanlon with you from Cincinnati for the finale. Padres trying to gain a split of the 4-game series. Now, fans, hope you'll join forces with us for Saquon Pick the Stick. Weigh in on Twitter for a chance to win a free foursome of golf courtesy of Saquon Golf Resort. Just hashtag I'm with the last name of the broadcaster you want to join forces with. If they win, you could win too. One random winner selected daily. Follow us at Fox Sports SD for more details.
Donnie, looks like you're running away with it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mark Sweeney had a big night last night. And Andy Green hoping the Padres will have a big day today before they take off for Los Angeles.
Yeah, how about everybody contribute? Everybody accumulate points and split the series against these Redlegs, 2-2.
Luis Castillo ready with the first pitch of the afternoon, and it's in there for strike one to Suaje. Well, Suaje leading off today with Manuel Margot getting the day off. An unusual day off for Margot. 291, 2 homers, 12 runs batted in for Suaje, and he'll ground it down to first base to Joey Votto. Castillo covers for the first out of the game. Let's check out the Padres starting lineup, brought to you by Toyota. You saw Suaje leading it off and at second base with Corey Spangenberg at third, Jose Perella in left field with Jan Hervis Solarte at short. Well, Myers at first, Hunter Renfroe in right, Matt Caesar getting the start in center field with Luis Torrens doing the catching, and Dinelson Lamet pitching and batting out of the 9 spot. So one away, and Corey Spangenberg standing in.
So day game after night game, how do you respond?
Well, gotten used to it over the years, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of, it's normal to me.
Boy, I tell you what, it creeps up on you fast as a player, especially at 12:35 start. A lot of people might not realize, but you know, that half hour, 40 minutes rather than like a 110 or a 120.
I think day games in general are tough on major league guys with so many night games in their routines that all of a sudden are gone, thrown off completely with a day game.
And also, there are days where you can expect, and I'm sure the manager gives you 24 hours or fewer than 24 hours because after the game last, say, hey, you got the day off tonight or yesterday or tomorrow. Gosh, it's even tough for me. I can't even put a sentence together.
Well, an example.
It's tough for an out.
I'm sure Manuel Margot knew last night that he was not playing today. Had the day off today, at least to begin the game. Sure, he is available to come off the bench in this one. Spangenberg with a swing and a miss, strikes out first K of the day for Luis Castillo, 2 down. Now defensively behind Castillo today, left to right of the outfield for the Reds, it is Adam Duvall in left field. Patrick Kiblahan, who was in right last night, moving to center field. Jesse Winker starting his 3rd game of the 4-game series in right. Eugenio Suarez at third, Zach Cozart at second, Scooter Gennett, Joey Votto at first, and Tucker Barnhart doing the catching for Luis Castillo. 2 down in the first inning. And Jose Perella standing in, batting third as he has been lately, and why not? He's been on fire for the Padres at the plate. 7 for 14 in this series against Cincinnati.
I would have to say that Jose is seeing the ball extremely well.
Popped up foul off to the right, out of play. Let's learn more about Luis Castillo, today's Red starter.
This kid's got a live arm, folks. 4-seamer, pretty straight. Changeup is one of his nastiest pitches. Inconsistent with the slider. He threw a nasty changeup to get Spangenberg. And it's about 88. But this kid works quickly. He's lean. Good arm speed. And there you see the arsenal.
That impresses me right there, the differential between the fastball and the changeup.
10 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You know, I think 10 to 13 is ideal.
Especially when you're throwing that hard.
And we'll have to keep an eye on the arm speed too, because some pitchers will give it away. They'll slow up their arm speed a little bit. Haven't seen enough of Castillo to really see if he maintains that arm speed on the changeup.
Was briefly a Padre for a little while. And then headed back to the Marlins. A deal that was rescinded last year, and then ends up with the Reds as down to first base with a 2-out walk goes Jose Perella. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by your San Diego Honda dealers.
Rattle Reds early. I mean, get on the board early. Put them on the defensive. We know the home run's been a big key. This kid coming to the plate has a home run in the series. And slide into the 7th for Lamet. Plain and simple. Dinelson, give you 7, maybe 7+. It's a day game. It's hot. Let's see if he can be economical early with his pitches and take him deep into the game.
Short lead at first for Perella, held on by Votto. And as Yangervis Solarte will take ball 1 outside. 271 coming in, 12 homers, 44 runs batted in. And today getting another start at shortstop. He's been at second base, third base primarily, but since coming off the DL, and is why he's playing so well at second. He's seen some time at shortstop. Sharing it with Dusty Coleman.
We've seen some good glove work and footwork around the second base bag from that combination.
Yangervis has had a good series at the plate, 6 for 13. A home run, a double, and 3 RBIs. On the ground foul.
That was the Cambio. That's change. Cambio change. Wasn't sure if you were.
Oh no, I know what a cambio is. It's a lot of stuff you say I don't understand, but yeah. I know what that is.
I like that Castillo works quickly. Change up grip. You can peek inside his glove.
Left field, and Adam Duvall moving over to make the catch. It ends the top of the first inning. Padres don't score. The Reds are coming up.
Fastball, the slider, and the changeup. Get to 2 strikes quickly because he can put some hitters away.
This guy is a strikeout pitcher.
And what do you know? So now it's time to wipe him out. Does he do it with the fastball or the slider? That slider is biting like a mule, I'll tell you that.
Dinelson Lamet ready for his 13th start as the Padres do not score in the top of the first inning. Cincinnati Reds coming up here in the bottom of the first inning. Check out the Reds lineup brought to you by Hyundai. Jesse Winker back in the starting lineup and in right field. Zach Cozart at shortstop with Joey Votto at first base. Adam Duvall in left. Scooter Gennett at second base with Eugenio Suarez at third base. Patrick Kivlahan in center field and Tucker Barnhart doing the catching with Luis Castillo, the pitcher, batting out of the 9th spot for the Reds. Ryan Price, the manager of this Reds team. And there is Jesse Winker standing in on the left side. Winker getting his 3rd start in 4 games of this series and back in right field. 239 hitter, 2 homers, 6 runs batted in for Winker. He'll send one out to right field. Renfroe going back almost to the track to make the catch out there for the first out here at the bottom of the first inning.
Scouting report on Dinelson Lamet. Slider early and often. We talked about him in our game open, and he got swing and miss stuff. And you know what, Don? We could, and I'm hoping for both guys. Obviously, the Padres want to beat the Reds today, no question about it. But we could possibly be seeing a 25-year-old and a 24-year-old that have bright futures, both for the Cincinnati Reds and the San Diego Padres, in Castillo and Lamet.
Two good pitchers on the mound today as Zach Cozart will pop it up into shallow right field, and going out there, not making the catches is Wahe. And Renfroe got fooled on that. He was frozen in right field on a ball not hit very deeply into right. And he got a late break to come in as Wahe had the only chance and could make the catch.
That is a shame because Lamet made a good pitch. You'd have 2 quick outs. And as you mentioned, it's that one little pause when a hitter gets fooled. The swing may have fooled the outfielder, and they're going to rule that an error.
That's a tough error.
I would have to say so as well.
All the way out there with your back to the plate trying to make the catch over the shoulder.
After looking at it, absolutely.
See if that holds up. Cozart at first base with 1 down, and Joey Votto the batter. .315, 30 homers, 82 runs batted in. His 30th home run of the season coming in this series against the Padres. Swats at it, fouls it off to the left out of play. I told you about his hitting streak off the top. It's been very impressive for him. 14-game hitting streak, 21 hits during that time, and hitting at .477 during the 14-gamer.
One of the toughest outs in baseball. Puts together a great at-bat. We talked about him choking up, great bat control, knows the strike zone, hits to all fields.
Padres double play depth. Good pitch, 1-2.
That's the pitch Andy Green's talking about, using it early in the count, even in the count, behind in the count, for a strike.
Fly ball headed out towards left field. Pirela headed back towards the wall, and he makes the catch and holds onto the baseball.
Well, get it back in.
He will flip it to Caesar, who sends it back in, and back to the bag at first goes Votto. Nice catch out there by Pirela. He back into the wall, able to hold onto the baseball after he made the catch.
Fastball away, and Votto's got power that way. He's hit a home run in this series already. Hey, nice backup also by Matt Caesar. And Cozart retreating back to first base. I was like, get the ball in.
He's coming around second, had to re-tag and get back to first. Thought for sure that was going to be at least off the wall.
And I think that Pirela did see that. Cozart was halfway or maybe a little more. That's why he paused a little bit.
There's Adam Duvall. Padres been shifting on him on the left side of the infield. Do the same thing here today. 267, 25 home runs, 77 runs batted in. Popped up, foul ground, Myers' way. And Will staggers but makes the catch that ends the inning. Done with one from Cincinnati without a score today.
I don't want to get my hopes up to say, oh, I hit a home run, so now I'm going to get going, because that's happened a few times throughout this last 2.5 months. So, you don't want to build yourself up to be cut down. So I felt good today. Just want to build off that and not really think too much just to say, now I got it going. I just want to continue to build on that and move forward instead of just saying, oh, well, I figured it out now. But I like what I did today. I liked that I stayed through the ball. I like that I made contact 4 times. So, just go from there.
Will Myers talking about the process that he's been going through to try to get himself back on track, guys. Now, he has been very transparent throughout in terms of talking about different things he's tried in the batting cage. A few days later, something that he's seen on video that he's tried to make the changes with. It can seem overwhelming, but the good news from this whole thing is that he is learning a lot about his swing. He's learning a lot about his approach. It's not a question if you're going to go into slumps. It's a question of when and how you get out of them. Will Myers is learning how to do that, guys.
Just had a flare to center field. It was just out of the reach of Kiblahan, who made a diving bid out there. Myers with a base hit here to begin things in the 2nd inning. So maybe that'll help him carry over, even if the home run did not last night. Myers at first for Hunter Renfroe.
We talk about guys slumping, and how many times in baseball where we hear, well, maybe that little flare will get him out of his slump. Well, it looked like a very catchable ball. That ball went right under the glove.
Rare start at center for Kiblahan today. Billy Hamilton out there every day. It's a real plus not to have Hamilton out there today.
Yep.
After the great many catches he's made in this series, especially robbing Carlos Wahe in Game 1 a few times. Hamilton off, and to keep his speed off the base paths also helps things out. His 45th stolen base in this series to lead the majors in that category. Probably see him at some point today. 235, 20 homers, 45 runs batted in for Renfroe. That's out of the 6th spot for San Diego. Castillo has slowed it up with a man on base.
One of 8 rookie starting pitchers this year. 13 rookie pitchers overall for the Reds. Tough to win that way.
Swing and a miss for Renfroe after that 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
In fact, chew on this little nugget. Over the last 3 seasons, and I'm reading from the Reds notes here, it's not like I recited this or memorized it. Over the last 3 seasons, rookie pitchers have started 213 of the Reds' 438 games. That's 49%. Rookies.
Swing and a miss, 97, a little extra there. That's the 2nd strikeout for Luis Castillo. 1 down here in the 2nd inning.
Oh, he's not afraid to go right after him. Up and in at 97. But that's exactly where Tucker Barnhart was set up.
One out, 1 on, and Matt Caesar. Caesar getting the start at center field. Manuel Margot as the beginning of the game off. 223, 3 homers, 13 runs batted in. That's a double play depth with Myers at first and 1 away here in the Padres' 2nd inning. Almost got him. Get some run on that fastball.
I think sometimes for Castillo, he opens up that front side, leans toward the first base line, and doesn't get the release point out there. And it's only a little bit, but only if it's a little bit. Still, that fastball will leak on the arm side up and in.
Outside, 3-0. walked Jose Pirela in the first inning. Has 2 strikeouts to this point. 25 pitches deep into his outing. An inning and a third for the live-armed right-hander. There's a strike. 3-1.
You know, I think so much tells you about the way a kid handles himself on the mound. I'm just looking at Castillo here, just even in between pitches, the way he gets set up, the way he looks in, the way he poses on the mound, his attitude out there. I think that this guy's got it.
Grounded softly down the third baseline foul, and he's battled back from a 3-0 situation to now 3-2. Closed captioning for today's game brought to you by Wiener Schnitzel.
And Don, when I say it, I think you know what I'm talking about. There's that intangible, right? It's like Dinelson Lamet, same thing. He's got that attitude about him on the mound.
You either have it or you don't.
Yeah, he's sure of himself. He knows what he wants to do. I can see that in Castillo.
Throw over, and Myers diving to the outfield side of the bag at first to elude that tag by Joey Votto. Nelson Lamet on 10 pitches disposed of the Cincinnati Reds in the first inning.
You're looking at a good one right there in Lamet.
On the ground down the third baseline foul. Fought off a good fastball at 98.
And he's not afraid to throw that inside, to bury it inside. And you see the 4-1-1 on Luis Castillo. High on the walks. Opponent's batting average though .218. I would say uncomfortable at bats against Castillo.
Ball 4, and he loses. Matt Caesar down to first base. Second walk allowed by Castillo. And the Padres have 2 on with 1 away here in the second inning.
I think that's Castillo's third best pitch of the 3. Goes fastball, changeup, we've talked about, and then that slider. Very inconsistent with that slider.
Looks like he has trouble throwing it for strikes.
Yep.
So off the backside of the mound briefly in the midst of a meeting with himself. And now back up onto the hill. Luis Torrens getting a start today. Late time's been tough to come by for Luis Torrens for the most part.
Yeah.
With Hedges coming off the concussion DL. Victor Sanchez getting the bulk of the backup time, but Torrens in there. Ball missing away. Myers at second, Caesar at first, 1 away here in the Padres' second inning. And Torrens, it's a fly ball to left field. Duvall looking up into the sunshine out there, shy of the track, makes the catch. Runners tagging and moving up, and the throw to third base is not going to be in time. And safely there is Myers. Caesar tagged up and moved to second on the long flyout for Luis Torrens. Now 2 down, but 2 in scoring position.
Very smart base running. You're scoring a wild pitch. Pass ball. As soon as this ball is hit, Duvall retreating back to the track towards the wall. Then the race is on, and Will Myers, Matt Caesar advance 90 feet.
Second and third, 2 down to Nelson Lamet, the pitcher, with a hack or strike 1. At the plate this year, 1 for 21.
Yeah, just try to shorten up. Play a little game of pepper. You might find a hole. Might, you know, dump one over Votto's head at first base.
Nicely blocked by Barnhart, pitch in the dirt outside. Myers at third, Caesar at second, 2 away. Strike call. Tenth start of the year for Luis Castillo. And that will just miss. To the breaking ball, and it's now 2-2.
I thought the umpire was going to ring him up.
I thought so too. I thought it was a strike.
Yeah, when he went right there, I thought he was going to go the old hee-ha.
The benefit of the doubt, and now it is a one hopper that kind of explodes on Votto. Going to need Castillo to cover, and he just gets over there in time to retire Lamet and to end the inning. So the Padres will leave two in scoring position. Close play at first base. No score after an inning and a half from Cincinnati.
Now his ability to throw it in a 1-0 count or a 2-0 count, his willingness to throw it, his ability to throw it for a strike, brings him back into counts, makes his fastball play up more, and he becomes a true, much tougher guy to face because before he gets a 2-0, they're all sitting on fastballs. It's a good fastball. It's a really good fastball, but major league hitters turn 95 around when they know it's coming. So now he's putting just a little bit of seed of doubt in their head, and that mix is getting closer to a 50-50 mix than it was probably a 70-30 mix before.
Well, the change they made certainly seems to be working.
The slider often and early for Dinelson Lamet, and confidence in that pitch. Imagine you're a hitter and you hunt the fastball early. That's what all hitters are taught, right? Don't miss the fastball. Don't let it get by you. Well, pitcher throws a wrinkle in one for a strike. I tell you what, that makes you start thinking. Now, when you get to the ability to do that, and then later in the count, off the plate just a little bit to entice him to swing, then you're really doing something special. And I think that's what we're seeing, especially last time out. 49% sliders, fewer fastballs at 47% from Lamet, and the proof is in the pudding. He's getting better and better.
Dealing with Scooter Gennett to begin things here in the Reds' second inning.
And you know what I've discovered? Talked about this in the open as well. And he'll get burned once in a while. Every pitcher will. But we saw in Pittsburgh, he even threw some bad sliders that were swung on and missed. Bob Scanlon made the point to where there was one at bat in particular, Jordy Mercer. He threw a couple of them up and out of the zone. Well, he's got such a good one. It looked like a fastball. Guys committed, and before you know it, it broke. They couldn't connect, and that worked to the advantage of Lamet.
They weren't necessarily hangers, but they were up.
Yes, sometimes the extra hanging slider works to your advantage. Or I should say the higher hanging slider. Extra is like when you're talking like sausage on a pizza. Higher hanging slider. It's tough to get on top of it.
The former Milwaukee Brewers Scooter Gennett He'll foul it off. He has played both second base and shortstop in this series so far for the Reds. High swinging percentage with 2 strikes. Those are and Jeanette in the top 5. Bryce Harper leading in that category. The battle here for Jeanette. Count evens up at 2-2.
That 2-2 pitch prior to that 2-2 right there. Up and away, right? What was the pitch prior to that one? The slider down and he fouled. Go back in there. Have him swing over the top of it.
Swinging a foul tip held onto by Luis Torrens. First strikeout of the day for Lamet.
Now this is not the slider down and in, but it's the backdoor type. Look at Torrens set up, breaking ball right there. Movement gets him. It's a nice slider.
So really in the back of his mind right now, when in doubt, throw a slider.
Hey,
it's kind of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Slider. It can get you a grounder. It can get you a swing and miss.
1 out, 3 in a row now retired by Lamet. Brings up Eugenio Suarez.
I think if you have a slider like Lamet's, one of the first 3 pitches should be a slider, regardless of the count.
You think he has the best slider on the staff? You got to think about Chassin. You got to think about Perdomo.
I think when you talk about velocity and break and depth, I think it would be up there.
Breaking depth, that being the difference.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Chassin's isn't as hard. I think it has a little bit more loop to it.
Really hits Suarez here. It's like on the forearm, and base runner here for the Reds with 1 down in the 2nd inning.
Ain't nothing wrong with this here. It's a fastball in. Right elbow.
One out, 1 on. Same situation as the first inning. Worked around that. A single by Zach Cozart in the first. Now Patrick Kivlehan, the former Padre, his first major league home run in a Padres uniform last year. Got his first major league grand slam against the Padres this year and in this series for the Reds. .213 average into his 80th game this year for the Reds. A chance to play on a semi-regular basis in the big leagues this year. Saw him in right field last night, getting a start in center field. Joey Hamilton off today.
Here's a classic example. Kivlehan likes the fastball, right? Can turn it around if he gets one. 2-0. Lamet misses with the slider. Does he make an adjustment and throw another slider here for a strike, or try to locate a good fastball? Fastball in.
Down the left field line. Late break for Perella, headed over towards the stands, but he won't have a play. Well, defensively today for San Diego, their defense brought to you by your San Diego County Ford dealers. Jose Perella in left. Matt Caesar in center with Hunter Renfroe in right. Corey Spangenberg at third. Jan Hervis Solarte at short. Carlos Asuaje at second. Will Myers at first. And Luis Torrens doing the catching. Caesar making his 10th start in center field this season. Swing and a miss, and it will get away. So to second base goes Suarez.
That ball bounced way out in front of home plate, over near the left-handed batter's box. And Kivlehan, he couldn't hit this with an oar.
So a hit batter and a wild pitch has Suarez at second base. Count even at 2-2 to Kivlehan.
Throw him another one.
Takes it the other way to right field, sinking fast, and out there in right field, diving and not making the catch is Renfroe, but the runner goes back to second base. He trapped it out there in right field. Suarez was not sure, so he retreated to the bag at second. Thought he made the catch out there.
Great effort by Hunter Renfroe, and you're right, Don, that runner at second base, Suarez, he's kind of like in no man's land, because if he catches it, he's got to go back and tag. If he sees daylight from his vantage point, he just didn't have enough time. He thought he caught it. He retreats back to second base, keeps the double play in order. And thank goodness that ball doesn't get by Hunter, and that's where Matt Caesar backs up in right field.
So 2 on 1 away. He's set for Kivlahan. Second hit off Lamet today. Tucker Barnhart will look at ball 1. 4 homers, 25 runs batted in, a .264 average. 84th game that Barnhart has caught this year.
See, there's the slider behind 1-0 for a strike to even the count.
On the ground, and a fair ball down the first base line to right field into the corner. Suarez coming around from second base, going to try and score Kivlahan all the way from first. Here's the throw. It's late, and the Reds take a 2-0 lead. Tucker Barnhart with a 2-run double has the Reds on top 2-0.
Barnhart got to that baseball. Torrens set him inside. It's up. Maybe leaks a little bit. Just goes to show you, not a lot of room for error if you want to throw it inside. Inside the pillow and Will Myers. And Kivlahan, who does not have blazing speed because of where the ball was hit. Long trip for Hunter Renfroe. He scores from first.
So runner at second, 1 out. And Luis Castillo, the pitcher, fouls it back right here.
Oh my gosh. You pulled a hamstring, it looked like.
I went after it, and then I kind of backed off at the last second. It was coming, and then I bailed. It ended up hitting this monitor in front of me and then going back out.
Ugly finder.
Woo! Swing and foul back. It was coming back hot. That's why I bailed at the last second. I think I had a chance, but did you see it?
I did. It was. I thought you were going to like two-hand it. Well, granted, the monitor's right in front of you.
I got stuff here. I thought it was going to ricochet and hit me right in the face.
Donnie, being the analyst,
I got a big face.
I've got to be honest. That's a tough play. That's a tough play.
What I thought was going to happen was, because I knew it was going to hit the monitor.
Carry him off and hit you.
Skim off and hit me right in the chiclets. Swing and a miss. Castillo strikes out for the second strikeout for Lamet.
We were just talking about that, was it yesterday or the day before, about how we are relatively close and how it's got to be a perfect pitch that's up and a guy working under it just perfectly.
I brought that. I'm not going to throw it away.
Okay,
I thought it was going to hit right here and then go right there.
Yeah.
And it would have been really bad. Real bad. That's what I thought was going to happen. That's why I backed off. Why I didn't catch it.
And I don't blame you. That's a tough play. You got to go up and over the monitor. It's a tough play for any play-by-play guy. Lenny Casper couldn't make that.
Walking lead off second for Barnhart. 2 runs in here for the Reds in the second. Jesse Winker fly to right first time up.
Did you get the ball?
No. Hit off the monitor and went down.
Oh, okay. Well, you can always get a baseball. Some lucky fan is going home with a souvenir.
Right.
That's great.
Feel better about it. Strike in there, and it's 2-1. Almost fell backwards, so that's where it got tricky.
No bones.
No, good.
No bones broken or
I
anything.
feel good.
You feel good?
Nope.
Stop it at 2 right here for the Reds. That runner in scoring position. You know, if you walk them right here, it's really not the worst fate. They'll then put runners at first and second, then a force at first, second, or third to get out of the inning.
Strike call.
Now go for the punching.
Slider.
Why not? I say slider, yes, absolutely. It's the pitch du jour.
Barnhart at second base, 2 runs in on the Barnhart double. And a grounder foul. We'll do it again. Jeanette struck out to begin the inning. Suarez hit by a pitch. Took second on a wild pitch. Kivlahan single. And a 2-run double by Tucker Barnhart before Luis Castillo struck out. Second K for Lamet of the inning and of his outing. Now a payoff pitch to Jesse Winker. Swing and a miss. Elevates and strikes him out. Strikes out the side, but 2 runs in the inning for the Reds. 2-0 Cincinnati. All right, Mike and Mark, thanks very much. As Luis Castillo now has a 2-0 advantage in this game. He's coming up with a couple of runs in the second.
Speaking of the Tribe, the Indians have lost 6 of their last 9 games, scoring 2 runs or fewer 5 times in that span. So they need some outfield pop.
Jay Bruce.
Yep.
Hoping to provide that. Got Brantley in the DL too. And as a result, though, even so, with the troubles that they've had, still the good pad in the AL Central. 4-game lead to start the day over Kansas City. 4.5 over the Minnesota Twins, who subtracted instead of added.
Yeah, how about that? And the Indians 29-24 on the road. That's fifth best in the majors. Although they have lost 8 of their last 11 away from Progressive Field.
And there for a strike 2. Carlos Suaje leading it off for San Diego here in the 3rd inning. Grounded out to first base in the 1st.
And of course, every time I think of Cleveland, I can't stop but thinking about our good friends Matt Underwood, Tommy Hamilton, Rosie, Archie Manning, Rick Manning,
Terry Francona.
Terry Francona. Good eggs over there with Cleveland.
Fly ball right field. Winker back to the edge of the track. Now back onto the grass. We're out number 1.
First time this year that Asuaje is led off for the Padres. Put a good ride into that one.
1 down. Corey Spangenberg coming up for Andy Green. Spangenberg struck out swinging in the 1st inning. 1 for 10 in the series. Been relatively quiet in this series. Tries to bunt his way on. Castillo off the hill will flip underhanded. Nice athletic play.
Yep.
Getting off the hill quickly to retrieve that. 2 down.
Don, you're just about to take the words right out of my mouth there, because we were talking before how a kid, a pitcher, a player has it. When you look at them, they're on the mound. I mean, he bounced off that mound very quickly. Very athletic for Castillo getting to that baseball.
4 in a row retired by Castillo, and it brings up Jose Perella. One of the 2 walks handed out by Luis Castillo. Big hack there, and it's 1-1. Castillo has not had a 1-2-3 inning on the day. As the first 2 outs here in the 3rd inning. Trying to grab that outside corner, but not getting it. 2-1. Back to the fastball, blew it by him at 98.
He has touched 90 or 101 rather, Castillo. Not today, but in the past they've had him at 101. Oh, did you see a little bit of movement there?
Yeah, right at the end.
Yes.
You start talking about 100 here in Cincinnati. Reminds me of our oldest Chapman coming here and seeing him close out games. That'll miss, and Perella's got himself a 2-out walk. Second time he has walked today. 3 base on balls allowed by Luis Castillo.
Well, a little dose for second time around hitters here, starting with Asuaje. Now Solarte, who flew out to left last time up, his second look at the young right-hander.
Solarte flied out to left field in the 1st inning. 0 for 1. In the dirt, and trying for second base is Perella. He's going to be very out. Took off, aggressive. Not a bad idea, but Barnhart didn't have it get that far away from him, and he's able to throw out Perella at second base. Trying to get the second on the pitch in the dirt. 2-0 Reds. Ohio River just outside Great American Ballpark here in Cincinnati. Beautiful day. The Reds and Padres playing the finale. Getaway day here. Last game of the 4-game series. Padres trying to gain a split. And the Reds have a 2-0 advantage. To the bottom of the 3rd inning we go. Nelson Lamet allowing 2 runs in the 2nd inning. Tough part of the order coming up here for Cincinnati. 2, 3, and 4. All-stars Zach Cozart, Joey Votto, Adam Duvall, all featured here in the 3rd inning. Popped up, foul ground, that'll get into the seats. Behind the Reds dugout. 40th pitch of the day coming up for Lamet. Starting the day hitting at .313. Now swings away. It's a high fly ball to left center field. Over comes Caesar. Out number 1 of the 3rd inning. Incidentally, Zach Cozart has been credited with a base hit on that play earlier in the ballgame. Initially, the official score had given Carlos Eswaje an error on in short right field. They have changed that, and Cozart now has the benefit of a base hit, so no error for Eswaje. 3 hits now for the Reds today. 1 down in the 3rd inning. Joey Votto riding a 14-game hitting streak coming into today. Flied out to left first time up.
It's a pretty good average, isn't it? 6 games.
Yeah, he's done well against San Diego.
Yeah, hit the ball.
Oh. Stop on the fly.
Now it's all about adjustments after pitches like that. You want to let it?
It's in there for a strike. So today we have, on a warm day, a fan in the booth. And
we're not talking Friar fan or
no. We're talking a fan, you know, like that gives you a little bit of a breeze. But Mud is sitting in front of the fan, so none of the breeze can get around Mud to me. There are times when you move slightly, I'll get a little bit of a breeze. But other than that, I get nothing. You know why? Because you're totally blocking. That is ball 4. And Votto down to first base with 1 down.
He had the right idea, Lamet. The 3-1 slider, it just missed. Tried to backdoor it. So now righty on righty. Try to roll a double play here. So what you're saying, if I turn to the side or back to it, there's no way you're getting there.
No. If you're straight up to it, nobody else enjoys any of the fan. It just stops at you. 1 out, 1 on for Adam Duvall. Fouled out to the first baseman, Will Myers, in the 1st inning. Popped up.
Nice.
Myers coming down from first base, calling and catching out number 2.
I like how Will Myers takes charge there. I mean, there was no question. Torrens had the mask off. As soon as this pitch is thrown, it's popped up and in, ties up Duvall. Will Myers is taking charge. Torrens, you know, he's kind of looking, he's shading his eyes, but Will's all over it. And Lamet cruising over towards first base just in case he's needed over there.
Two down here in the 3rd inning. Votto at first base and Scooter Gennett the batter. Struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. Think it's possible at all he might move it a little bit so other people
get benefit from the air.
Have some of the air. See what I can do. Foul back 0-2.
How's that?
Actually, Audrey's helping out now. We have another fan that she has brought over.
Well, that's good.
Thankfully. The fan that we're. See that fan?
See, now if I sit like this,
nobody gets any of the fan.
Even if I sit this way,
Donnie gets nothing.
So I moved it.
Now there you get a little bit there once we move the fat this way. You cannot penetrate the fat. That'd be great. But it's Mark's fan. But now we have another fan.
Here's your fan right here.
Which Audrey was kind enough to bring to us.
Thank you, Audrey.
Thank you, Audrey.
Audrey!
That's great.
Got bags under my eyes. That's Bush League.
Now we both have a fan. This is great.
No, we've got a great crew here in Cincinnati.
Pitch 50. And a grounder foul outside of first. Cozart flat out to center to begin the inning. Votto walked. The ball popped out to Will Myers coming down from first.
So many options right here for Lamet. The fastball up and out of the zone. The slider down and in. Against Jeanette. He's got him right where he wants him. 0-2. Good pitch. See how defensive that swing was? Great location too. Down and away. Jeanette almost like one-handed that one. Realizing, hey, I got to make some contact, at least foul it off to get another shot at it. Just flick of the wrist. All upper body right there. You can go backdoor slider here. You can go back to the fastball away. You can bounce the slider down and in.
Myers off the bag at first, kind of standing in front of Votto over there. Fly ball headed out towards right center field. Renfroe from right, Caesar into right center, and the center fielder makes the catch. It ends the inning. 2-0 Reds.
It's not even worth pronouncing it. That city doesn't exist. I think anybody who grew up in Lexington doesn't have a place in their heart for Louisville. So at the end of the day, it's a bleed blue kind of state, and then that bleeds up here into Cincinnati too. I think the majority of people in Cincinnati are smart and go with Kentucky as well.
Now, one of your young charges, though, Kyle McGrath, is from Louisville. Any grudge match going on between the two of you?
Probably won't let him pitch again.
Andy Green talking about the grudge between Kentucky and Louisville, and despite his promise not to let Kyle McGrath pitch in the ballgame, he got him in last night, and he did an outstanding job. I'm now joined by the parents of Kyle McGrath, Missy and Jim. Parents, congratulations. It must be a very proud moment.
Thank you. It's just crazy. We can't even put it into words.
Now, did you hear the rumor of Andy actually not letting Kyle get into the game?
I heard that. It was after the fact, and the UK-UL rivalry is a lot of fun, so I get that.
It worked out okay. 2 scoreless innings. He was outstanding last night. Now, you guys have a very strong history here. Obviously, Louisville only 2 hours away. It sounds like Kyle grew up a Reds fan.
I
Sure.
think so, yeah.
I mean,
lots of different teams at times, but yeah, I was a Reds fan, so I'm still in. But not when we play the Padres.
Well, it's hard for you to put on your Padres shirt. It can't be that tough, Dad.
No, not when he's here. It's real easy. So.
Now, it was an interesting story. You were telling me that actually Adam Duvall went to the same high school, went to the same college, and he actually came over the other night to congratulate him?
He did. He came, and we had some other friends here that Adam is friends with as well, and he sought Kyle out to congratulate him on the big leagues, and he's proud of him, and just like we are, like we're proud of Adam, because he's a fine representative for the Reds.
Now, you guys came out in force last night, because every time Kyle threw a strike, the entire stands were and now, what did Andy tell you guys after the game?
Didn't tell me.
We heard that he said to Kyle, bring your family. It's nice to hear the cheering, and every game, he liked it. So
it sounded like actually he was saying that Joey Votto was looking back after each pitch, and you guys were almost distracting him.
We didn't know if that's what he was actually doing, but
we were hoping.
It's hard to get out. So whatever it works, with Joey, because he's a great hitter. So.
Congratulations, great to see Kyle out. There must be a very proud moment for all of you.
Thank you. It is. It's unreal.
Enjoy the ride, guys. Back over to you.
All right, thanks very much, Scan. A home run for Will Myers out to right field. Myers with his 13th, a 2 in the last 2 days for Myers, and that cuts the Reds' lead in half.
A 2-1 count for Will Myers, and we talked about adjustments. Well, let's go back to yesterday. Remember the 2-run shot in the 6th inning? Where did he go? Opposite field. 98, outer half. Just get the big boy extended right there, and he takes it to right center field again.
Afro struck out swinging in the 2nd inning, getting his 2nd look at Luis Castillo.
Mentioned earlier about Castillo. Remember the straight fastball, right? Well, that's what happens.
It's the 9th home run he's given up in 57 1/3 innings.
High on the walk side, home runs. Gonna have to learn to keep it down. Or if you're going to go up there, go up and out a little bit more.
Strike 3 call. Throw to it, takes with him the 3rd strikeout for Castillo. Getting a look at the home run.
Yeah, let's go back to that 2-1 pitch. He wants it down, and on contact, you draw a line that's right at the belt buckle, maybe a little lower, and he sends it on its way.
Hey, do ED come out with the Cincinnati alarm?
2 down, bases empty for Matt Caesar. Caesar walked in the 2nd inning, 1 of 3 walks given up by Castillo. So things to worry about if you're facing Castillo. You could get 98, could get 97, could get a changeup.
There's the changeup there at 88. It's a good looking pitch, huh?
Sure is. Same arm angle, same release point.
Yeah. It's got a little bit of run to it. I think it's got more run than drop to it. There's the slider.
Which I agree with you is his 3rd best pitch.
Yep.
Home run by Will Myers in this inning. Padres on the board. Caesar chops one towards 3rd base. Picked on the backhand by Suarez. Nice play. Across the diamond and in time to get Caesar, who's got good speed. A solo home run for Will Myers. Myers, who homered last night, homers here today, and the Padres have cut the lead in half. It's now 2-1 Cincinnati.
Slider for Dinelson Lamet has been the story. Let's check it out today. 86. Remember the slider that's up and out of the zone can work for his advantage too? You bet. And then in the zone, hitters maybe trying to be too quick to the fastball. They get the slider. The barrel lags, it works underneath. You get a high pop fly working underneath the pitch. And Andy Green said also before the game today, trying to work it to where it's more like 50-50. Well, when you look at the splits this afternoon, 53% fastballs, 45 slider. Mixing in the changeup very rarely, 2%. And there's the breakdown, and that's what the skipper, Andy Green, and pitching coach Darren Balsley would like to see from Lamet.
To the bottom of the fourth inning we go. And Eugenio Suarez made a nice play to end last inning. Defensively, 5-3 on the putout. Suarez leading it off, hit by a pitch. In the second inning, came around to score. Heater there at 95. And Caesar, the center fielder, over towards right center field for Suarez to go the other way. And they work him away, but in the dirt.
There's that gap you're talking about. It's kind of a thick arrow, isn't it?
Pitch high.
Kind of looked like the Washington Monument, didn't it? Can I get another high home, guys? A little history class here, and the Washington Monument.
Oh, Washington Monument.
Yeah.
Very nice. Swing and a miss, and Suarez goes down, striking out. Fourth strikeout for Lamet. One down here in the fourth inning.
Now that's the slider we know and love with 2 strikes. Torrens set up. Down and away. Look at out of the hand. You can see the Fox tracks where the Fox vision where the tracking that slider. Looks like it's going to be a fastball for a strike and then out of the zone.
One down here in the fourth inning. Patrick Kiblahan. So is the Telestrator Toys different in every city?
Yeah, it's different. This is a different program.
You never worked with the Washington Monument before in Cincinnati? Watch your face. Kiblahan ducking back out of the way.
Here's the side view. Oh, look out.
Whoa.
Watch you punt him.
Buzz the tower.
Yeah. Close shave.
See what your options are. You get freehand solid, straight solid, circle spotlight, circle solid, circle numbering. Give me the curve solid with something. What does that do?
How about after this next pitch?
Okay.
Curve solid with A.
It doesn't do anything. Oh, there. Oh, what is that?
And then we got zigzag solid.
Whoa.
Yeah,
when would you use that?
I don't know.
There's ball 4, and down to first base goes Kiblahan with 1 down. Second walk allowed by Lamet today. On a walk in, out to the mound goes Luis Torrens. See how they work to Tucker Barnhart here with 1 down in the fourth inning.
Remember the double last time up, his first at bat in the second, he turned on the fastball in. He got to it quickly, kept it fair down that right field line, driving in 2.
Knocked in Suarez and Kiblahan.
So this is where I think the changeup comes into play for Lamet against the lefty who likes to turn on the fastball.
goes. Pitch is a strike, and the throw's a good one, and out at second base is Patrick Kiblahan. Caught trying to steal. Nice throw by Luis Torrens.
Nice going, Luis. Got a good pitch to handle. First movement, he is off and running. Quick release, a little high, but nice quick slap tag by Yangervis Solarte, whatever. He's out.
I'm watching too much Ray Donovan.
Solarte and short. Hey, Shorty. You got him.
2 down. Fouled off 1-2. The base is empty now after the caught stealing. Patrick Kiblahan gunned down at second base. Seven from Lamet, but up. A couple of live arms today, both sides. Luis Castillo for the Reds. Nelson Lamet for the Padres. No pitch game to this point. 2 down in the last of the 4th inning.
Slider.
And it's driven, cleaned out, but foul.
See if he goes with another slider here. Oh, he's hanging tough on that, isn't he?
We're back in the 2nd inning with runners at first and second. Barnhart with a double down the line into the right field corner. It would score Suarez and Kiblahan and give the Reds at the time a 2-0 lead. Padres have gotten a run back on the solo home run by Will Myers. 2-2 fouled straight back, and it's 2-2 still.
Got a battle here. Fouling off sliders. Got to a fastball there to foul it back to get another chance. And once again, I say it again, this is where the changeup comes into play. Oh yeah. Oh, he shook off the changeup, fastball in, fastball away, slider.
Full count out of Barnhart. Don't have to be perfect here. You got Luis Castillo, the pitcher, waiting on deck.
I say another breaking ball. Even hey, throw a changeup. No.
Slider again.
Yep.
And he strikes him out with it. Nicely done. 5th strikeout for Lamet. Through 4 innings, the Reds have got a 2-1 lead over the Padres. To the slider he went. It's good for strike 3.
Good thing is that there's opportunity. There's a bad part of that too, meaning that you don't have enough stability here, which we don't. We don't have the stability in our pitching yet to the point where we're where we want to be as a team and as an organization. However, we do feel like that from a talent perspective that there's an awful lot of it in the system, and now it's our responsibility to make the most of it, and for these young guys to really push to extract every little bit of last bit of ability, talent, fight that they have.
Brian Price talking about the development of young pitchers. We saw it yesterday in his staff with Adger Wojciechowski, and we see it again today with Castillo. They're going through a very similar thing as the Padres are, guys, in terms of trying to figure out that balance between pushing the young pitchers, pushing the envelope to find out what they're capable of, but not trying to put too much on their shoulders that can intimidate them or blow them early in their career. It's a fine balancing act. Brian Price is trying to figure out as well. Andy Green has done a great job, and we're seeing two examples of it here on the field today with Castillo and Lamet.
Yeah, really, Andy Green's done a very good job of it the last 2 years. I think last year too. The situation with Luis Perdomo all year, carrying the Rule 5 guy, and sure, pitched all year, never pitched above A ball before last year.
A lot has to do with the organization. I know there were expectations this year for Cincinnati. Different type of club, but the number of pitchers that the Reds have used, we talked about that, the rookies in particular. Right now they have 3 rookies in the rotation.
Pitch 70 of the day, and it's grounded back up the middle for Luis Torrens into center field. There's a base hit to open up the 5th inning.
So essentially last year when you look at Perdomo, right, he was learning at the big league level. You want to keep him in the organization, you got to keep him there the whole year, learning on the job in the big leagues after pitching an A ball the year before. Now a team, and you look at the standings, right? You look at the standings, like, you know, the Dodgers, are they going to do something like that? No. Are the Cubs going to do something like that? Probably not. Washington, no. The teams in contention, probably not. Because they don't want to risk that one every 5 days to where you throw a rookie out there, you don't know what you're going to get. So hopefully it's the long-term plan to have these guys pay dividends for a long time, once every 5 days when they get some big league years underneath their belt.
One drop down by Lamet. It is the pitcher Castillo who throws to first base. Sacrifice complete. Check back in with Bob Scanlon.
Mark, question for you. I think you made a great point about where you are as an organization in terms of having to call up young guys because you need to win, and you're putting a lot of pressure on guys to step up and be something they're not quite there yet, versus, hey, this is part of the plan, we have time to do it. But the other part of it for me is also, do you have a catcher back there that can handle these young players and help them through this learning experience? And I think the Padres are really an advantage having Austin Hedges working with these young guys. Your thoughts?
Yeah, no, that's a great point. And, you know, we always seem to focus on the pitchers.
One hopper picked by Jeanette from the outfield grass. His throw in time. Nice play to get his Wahe.
And Bob, I'll take it a step further, and I know you'll agree with me here, but to have a guy like Hector Sanchez, even though he's not the everyday guy, I think he's an influence on pitchers like Perdomo, Lamet, even Jhoulys Chacin has been, you know, around the league a few times. Having Hector is such an advantage for the youngsters and the veteran pitchers alike.
No question about it. And you brought up Jhoulys Chacin as well. Had an interesting talk with him the other day, and his discussions that he's had with Luis Perdomo in particular, also Dinelson Lamet, and just how receptive those young players have been to listening to him. He says, look, it's weird being the veteran guy, but I'm happy to share that knowledge.
Well, a base hit here for Spangenberg into the gap in left center field. Coming around from third is Torrens to tie the score 2-2. So Corey Spangenberg with a big 2-out RBI to tie the game.
Can you say clutch?
That's pretty clutch right there.
Yes, it is. He takes, was that a changeup, off-speed pitch? Any way you look at it, he stayed on that pitch the other way, high 80s. So yes, in fact, that was a changeup. So Corey's staying on it nicely and taking that pitch exactly where it was thrown.
So a tie game. Padres trail 2-0. It's 2-2, and here's Jose Perella. He's walked twice in this game. There's 2 of the 3 walks that Luis Castillo has allowed today. On the ground and into right field, a base hit for Perella. From second base, Spangenberg coming in to score. Throw goes to second, and Perella with a 2-out RBI puts the Padres on top 3-2. Nicely done. Perella is on base for the third time, and he drives in a run.
Spangenberg going to left center field. Perella way off the bag is Joey Votto. The dive can't get to it, and the Padres still alive with 2 outs and taking the lead. That is some clutch hitting by the Friar in this inning.
Yangervis Solarte with Perella at first base, and Solarte sends one to right field. That's going to get in for a base hit. Up to second base goes Perella. And the Padres have put together now 4 hits here in the inning. A couple of runs, runners at first and second with 2 down. And first hit of the day for Solarte.
Swinging early. Warrants a visit from Mac Jenkins, the pitching coach for the Reds.
Will Myers coming up with runners at first and second. Already had a good day. Singled in the second inning and then homered in the 4th inning. Will had a home run here last night and does it again here today. The matinee.
Almost a carbon copy, huh, Don? Going the opposite field. Very nice. Wearing out right center field.
So 2 for 2 on the day. And that'll drop in there for strike 1 to Myers. At second base, Solarte at first. Myers pops it up. First base way, Joey Votto is there to make the catch. That ends the inning. And the Padres come up with 2 runs. A couple of big hits. Corey Spangenberg with a gapper out to left center field ties the game. And then Jose Perella with a base hit puts the Padres on top 3-2 halfway through. All right, Mike and Mark, as it is 3-2 now. Padres have jumped on top, faced a 2-run deficit, and now have a lead. The pitcher Luis Castillo leading it off. Strikeout victim in the second inning. Nelson Lamet working with the lead for the first time today. Pitcher to pitcher here. To right field, and Renfroe coming in to make the catch on the liner that was kind of slicing away. Well, as guys were just talking about, Dodgers securing their 80th win of the year last night, and teams with 80+ wins after 113 games in a season. How have they done? Well, of course, the Yankees beat the Padres back in 1998. They're 84-29, went on to win the World Series. That just did the Cardinals. Mariners lost the ALCS in 2001. Athletics losing the World Series in 31. World Series champion Philadelphia Athletics in 1929. What'll happen to the Dodgers in 2017?
You know, plain and simple. I mean, you can disagree with me, but they've got to win, right? They've got to win the whole thing. With the move they've made, the record they have now, if they don't, it's everything else is a disappointment.
To me, a lot weighs on the health of Clayton Kershaw.
Absolutely.
I mean, obviously, it's not jumping out there with a hot take.
Going out there on the limb.
By any means. But I mean, if he's not right,
yeah,
then I could see it not going that great. And they're still pretty deep. But if you have Kershaw, you should win. 2-0 Winker. A strike over the inside corner.
Going into today, in 17 series that the Dodgers have played in, 14-0-3.
On the ground, a grass cutter to first base. Myers will take it himself to the bag. 2 down. Zach Cozart coming up, the All-Star. A base hit in the first inning. Fly down to center in the third, 1 for 2. Oh, now that looks good. Some of us who are having a dessert already in the booth right now.
Yeah, one thing that's nice here in Cincinnati is they keep the frozen yogurt machine open during the game.
How's that diet going? Tell me you're dieting. This is part of the diet?
It's the only thing I've eaten today.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. Well, enjoy it. Don't let us get in the way of you.
In between innings.
Dieting. This one is grounded foul. Down beyond the Padres dugout.
Let me ask you something. I'm trying to put an analogy together with the Dodgers and the record, right?
Yep.
And if they don't win the World Series. It's almost like, is this a fair analogy? It's like you go through law school and like you're the top student, right? And then you take the bar exam and you tank. Right?
Yeah. I guess.
I mean, you're the best student in your class.
Right.
You graduate with honors. You should pass the bar exam.
Yep.
But you tank.
There's a fly ball into shallow left field. Perella coming in. And he'll take charge, stepping in front of Caesar to make the catch that ends the inning. Through 5, Padres have a 3-2 lead.
Back to the Reds' 4th inning last night. Adam Duvall at the plate. Bases are full of Reds, right? Well, Hunter Renfroe, he kind of started back a little bit on the fly ball. He eyes it perfectly. 85.1 feet. Long run for Hunter Renfroe, saving at least a couple runs with 2 outs there. A nice play by the Padre right fielder.
Swing here and a pop-up foul off to the right out of play. Hunter Renfroe striking out in the 2nd, striking out in the 4th inning. 3 total strikeouts for Castillo. Ground ball to short. Cozart to his right. And toss to first in plenty of time to get Renfroe for the first out of the inning. Now it's time for the Unlimited Baseball break. Brought to you by T-Mobile. Jay Bruce acquired by the Indians in a waiver deal from the Mets for a minor leaguer, bolstering their outfield situation. Wilson Contreras, who has been on fire for the Cubs lately and has been batting cleanup for the Cubs. Strained hamstring, have an MRI today, likely going on the DL. And Yu Darvish getting a start against the Diamondbacks.
That hurts the Cubs.
Yes,
No
it
doubt
does,
about
no
it.
doubt. He was on fire. A big part of the way they were playing lately, which has been much better in the 2nd half. And catching.
And like you said earlier, the omission of Clayton Kershaw, now Yu Darvish, trying to pick up some slack there for the Dodgers, like they really need it right now. But anyway, hey, you know, get them tuned for the next 6 weeks or so before they enter the playoffs.
Cubs also got Alex Avila at the trade deadline, so that helps out.
Yep.
He's been playing some too, but Contreras has come up big. His bat has been big, and the biggest key for the Cubs in the 2nd half has been the ability of their starting pitching to go deeper into games. This one fouled back by Matt Caesar.
Yeah, there was a run there where the Cubs weren't going deep. The ERA was like north of 4.5.
Yep.
And how about Avila? There was a nice article written somewhere about how his dad, being the GM of the Tigers, and trading his son, and what that was like. You know, business is business, family affairs is family affairs, whatever. But
that's tough.
That's got to be a weird situation.
That's a 2nd go around with Avila. Really a bounce back year. Battled concussions. Not a problem for him over the years. Not alone in that category as far as catchers go, though, in today's game. In the air, down the left field line, foul. Pitch 90 for Castillo, and it's a fly ball headed out to right field for Winker. Makes a catch for out number 2. Two-way in the top of the 6th inning, and bring up the Padres catcher Luis Torrens. He's got a base hit today, single to center, scored the Padres game-tying run number 2 in the 5th inning. It'll be pretty hard on Torrens. Not a lot of playing time, long time in between at bats generally for him, but he's done a nice job. And 1 for 2 today, but it's got to be tough. Rule 5 guy the Padres are carrying.
Not playing every day, maybe, you know, like today, day game after a night game. Oh.
And in on the kitchen, grounds it to 3rd. Suarez's throw is in time, and that is the end of the top of the 6th inning. Through 5.5, it's 3-2 Padres. Summary as Tucker Barnhart drives in a pair of runs to put the Reds on top 2-0. Couple runs coming in for the Reds in the bottom of the second inning. Padres would answer though. Home run solo shot to right center field for Will Myers, his 23rd of the year. Padres would tie it up, and then Jose Perella drives in Corey Spangenberg from second base and puts the Padres on top 3-2. That's where we are right now, heading into the bottom of the 6th inning. Starters today: Lamet, 5 innings, 3 hits, couple of runs. He's got the lead. Luis Castillo's given up 3 runs in 6 innings, and Will Myers 2 for 3. Spangenberg 1 for 3. Good ball game today. Tay baseball from Cincinnati. Joey Votto leads it off here in the home half of the 6th inning.
I like how Dinelson Lamet has bared down after those 2 runs in the second, enabling his club to bounce back and take the lead. He's gone through the heart of the order. This will be the 3rd time now going through the heart of the order.
Flied out to the warning track in the 1st inning to left field. Walked in the 3rd. Coming in with a 14-game hitting streak. And he will take another walk. 2nd walk of the day for Votto. 3rd allowed by Lamet.
MLB.com At Bat is your #1 mobile app for live Padres baseball. Stay connected with a fully customizable experience. Padres home screen icons and app features, as well as game day, live game video highlights, radio broadcasts, StatCast news, and more. Download MLB.com At Bat today.
Well, just 89 pitches for Lamet, but Andy Green going to make a pitching change here. So the pitching change from Cincinnati, it's 3-2. It's like Craig Stammen coming in. Sign up for the Padres Club Card today. And by Jerome's Furniture, where Jerry's price is the lowest price every day. It's a beautiful day in Cincinnati, where the Padres have a 3-2 lead. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitching change is brought to you by El Cajon Ford. Craig Stammen into his 41st Padres game of the year.
Last time out for Craig was against the Pirates. He's back on the 6th, so he is well rested. An inning plus for him. Inning in 3rd to be exact. Be righty on righty here, picking up to Dinelson Lamet.
That's strike 1 to Duvall. A little surprised to see Lamet come out after just 89 pitches.
Well, 4 wide ones to Joey Votto. So many ways to look at it. Andy Green knows best. Talking with Darren Balsley, a number of factors probably could come into play. Wants a fresh arm out there, a new look against the heart of the lineup 3rd time around.
Grounder towards third base. Spangenberg will go to second for one, on to first for two. Double play. Nicely done. 5-4-3 on the twin killing. Padres were in a shift on the left side, and Swahe heads over to second base for 2 outs.
Maybe he knew Craig Stammen was going to throw a ground ball to the third baseman here, and Corey Spangenberg going to start it for him. That'll do.
First twin killing of the day for either side. Brings up Scooter Gennett. Struck out swinging in the second, flied out to center field in the third.
Craig's been throwing the ball extremely well. He's allowed just 1 earned run the last 13 outings.
Used in a lot more high leverage situations. Until the confidence in him from his manager has clearly grown throughout the year. He started kind of as the mop-up guy. Coming in after some bad starts.
In fact, in those 13 games since July 5th, an ERA of .69.
Towards right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Caesar cuts it off. A wide turn at first for Gennett, but throws the brakes on. 2-out base hit.
See how quickly Caesar got to that ball to prevent it from getting to the gap, and also quickly getting it back into second base. The former Villanova quarterback rolling to his left. Rolls to his left, and then dumps a little pass over the middle.
Two down, Gennett at first. Eugenio Suarez stands in on the right side. Hit by Gennett. First hit for the Reds since back in the second inning. They compiled the 2 runs.
Yes, you did. Did you even hear guys in the dugout from the field, Mike? Right? Part of the game.
Just like you're in the game. It's like you're on the bench. It just comes out.
Yeah.
Can't help it. Well, that double play grounded into by Adam Duvall closes the book on to Nelson Lamet. 5+ 3 hits, 2 runs, walked 3, struck out 5. He's with a chance for his 7th win of the year. Needs a bullpen to help out. Runner goes, and a pitch swung on and grounded foul. Good jump for Gennett, but all for naught on the foul ball. Is going to come on back. In the dirt, taken off for second is Gennett. No throw. He'll get there. Took a chance on a ball in the dirt and advances into scoring position, representing the tying run.
Good secondary lead by Scooter Gennett. He's got speed, first of all, but you see daylight right there. And you don't even have to be fast on base paths. Even a slow base runner. Shuffle, shuffle, daylight, got to go.
Two to Suarez, and it's a full count now. Almost nobody out at Deuce. The 5-4-3 double play. A single and a wild pitch later. And you got Jeanette representing the tying run for the Reds out at second base. Eugenio Suarez waiting on a 3-2 pitch. And did he go? No. Ball 4 and down to first base goes Suarez. First walk allowed by Stammen. Pretty close. We'll see. What do you got there, Cha-Cha?
You know what? That one was close. What do you got?
I think he held up.
Yeah.
So 2 on, 2 down, and Patrick Kiblahan. And on base twice today, single to right and a walk. And that pitch up and in, but hit it on the knob. No, got him with a hand. That's going to load the bases. On the elbow on that pad. Heard something. I thought it was the bat, but it wasn't. It's that hard plastic.
Yeah.
Balsley headed out there. Tying run 90 feet away. Bases loaded now for Cincinnati. And Balsley out to talk to Stammen here as they get ready to deal with Tucker Barnhart, who already has a 2-run double in this game.
And I tell you what, that strikeout to end the 4th inning for Barnhart, that was a tough battle. He fouled off a lot of good pitches. Ultimately, Lamet put him away.
Padres on top right now, but it's in jeopardy. Reds threatening here in the 6th inning. Bases filled with Reds. Jeanette at third, Suarez at second, Kiblahan at first, and Tucker Barnhart, the hitter. First pitch swinging, grounds one to second base. Suaje go to first, and out of the jam is Stammen. Tough throw right there, but a nice play by Myers to end it. 3-2 Padres.
Travis Wood, first pitch as a San Diego Padres.
I think Ted is one of the best there is at getting excited. You know, my style is probably a little bit more subdued, but I think that's part of what makes us a good balance.
You know, the Chinese proverb, you find something you love, you'll never work a day in your life. That's me.
Tomorrow on Padres POV, presented by Nissan, take you behind the scenes of Padres radio and show you the faces behind the broadcast. Tune in tomorrow after Padres Live.
3-2. Padres have the lead over the Reds as we head to the 7th inning. Nicely done by Stammen. Pitched his way into trouble and out of trouble.
Yeah, Barnhart swinging at the first pitch to get out of that jam.
Dusty Coleman pitch hitting for Stammen, and he takes strike one. .93 pitches for Luis Castillo, the Red starter. 1, 2, 3, 6th inning. Only 1, 2, 3 inning of his outing to this point, and gave him a chance to come back out for the 7th, at least to begin it. On the ground foul outside of third, and Coleman down 1 and 2. Getting a lot of reps at shortstop for the Padres and producing as well. Had a big game Saturday in Pittsburgh. 3 hits and a home run. Also stole a base.
Yeah, triple shy of the cycle in that game for Dusty Coleman. Put a charge. He hit it out in the shrubbery at PNC Park. Straightaway center field.
Swing and a miss, gets a long way away from Barnhart, the catcher, and reaching will be Coleman. So he strikes out and reaches on a wild pitch, I believe. Get a long way away, kicked off the umpire and over by the on deck circle. I don't know, maybe a pass ball.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. I'm calling it a pass ball. That was a change up. Barnhart could not catch it in the webbing of his glove. Drop third strike, runner aboard.
So pitching change coming up here. Brian Price, the manager, headed out there. The lead runner getting on for the Padres here in the 7th inning. On top 3-2, and the pitching change. Luis Castillo's day is done. We'll step aside from Cincinnati. 3-2 Padres. Offers on our most exciting lineup. Shop at ChooseNissan.com. And by Petco, where the pets go. Back in Cincinnati with the Padres on top 3-2. Holding on to a 3-2 lead here. Statue of Johnny Bench here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Lead runner getting on. Called it a wild pitch, I believe. Could have been a pass ball. Strikeout, Coleman getting to first base, and now Aswahe taking a pitch up. They did rule it a pass ball. Allowed Coleman to get on. Wandy Peralta into the game now for the Reds.
Well, 3 out of 4 now for Peralta in this 4-game series against San Diego. He's 52nd on the year. 4-seamer, slider, mixing a changeup and a 2-seamer.
Line, a fair ball down the right field line into right field as Iswahe will stop at first base. To third goes Coleman, and Iswahe, the throw went behind him at first. So now they got him in a rundown and applying the tag for the out. So right there, Iswahe running into an out with a throw going behind him from the right fielder Winker. He does get Coleman to third base, but should have been first and third and nobody out.
Yeah, no doubt about that one. Just a little over aggressive base running there as this ball they got to keep an eye on. Yeah, too big of a turn there. I mean, there's no way that Winker's going to try to go to third base to get that runner. Now you're caught in a pickle. 9-3-6-4.
Infield in all the way around as Spangenberg takes a pitch outside. I believe you are correct.
Yes.
Padres would love to obtain some insurance here in the top half of the 7th inning with one out. Coleman 90 feet away, infield in. And Spangenberg on a check swing foul. Well, time now for the Bill Howe plays of the game. Corey Spangenberg with a gapper out to right center field. That would tie the game. And then Jose Perella with a base hit into right field scores Spangenberg with the Padres on top 3-2. That's where we are with one out in the 7th. Pitch in the dirt, nicely blocked by Tucker Barnhart.
Well, you can really see Peralta, the first 2 pitches here, those last 2 I should say, in the dirt, trying to work something down and utilize that infield being in on the grass. And Corey, on the other hand, just an easy fly ball to the outfield to elevate something to get that run home.
Peralta throwing hard at 98 but missing. Only behind 3-1. As you mentioned, lots of work in this series.
Yeah. 3 out of 4. If he walks him here, then the infield can back up. First and third, double play depth.
Little dribble in front of the plate. Out goes Barnhart. He'll throw in time to first base to retire Spangenberg, and no advance for Coleman at third base. That's a big out. 2 down here in the 7th. Well, the day after the Padres score 5 or more runs, get 50% off any regular menu price online order at papajohns.com. Enter promo code Padres5. Couple of batters and back to the pen again for Brian Price with 2 outs now in the 7th inning, and Jose Perella coming up. Price will make another change, and we'll see the 3rd pitcher of the day for the Reds. Padres have a 3-2 lead from Cincinnati.
Saturday, Aaron Judge looks to continue his incredible rookie season as he leads the Yankee attack against Mookie Betts and the Boston Red Sox. Major League Baseball Saturday at 12:30 Pacific on FS1.
Drew Storen comes into the game here with 2 outs in the 7th inning and a runner at third base in a tight game.
He pitched in game 1 of the series. Check that. Game 2 of the series in the 7th inning. Gave up a couple runs, struck out 2 and 2 hits. Not bad splits for the veteran right-hander. And as we mentioned earlier, that's a huge run at third base. We've seen some 2-out clutch hitting this afternoon.
Kind of a hitch in his delivery. Bit of a pause.
Yep.
Jay Perella batting. He's been on base 3 times in this game. Walked twice and singled. Drive in the go-ahead run. Now trying to drive in another one. The Padres an insurance run. It's 2-0.
How cool is this? Storen and Barnhart battery, right? High school teammates.
That's pretty cool.
And to make it even better for the pitching staff, how about adding Lance Lynn to that mix from the Redbirds? That's really cool.
It's a heck of a team.
Yeah. Throwing to your high school battery mate in the big leagues.
One behind here, 3-0. Two outs, top of the 7th inning. Padres have a 3-2 lead. And that's ball 4. 4 straight balls, and down to first base goes Perella. There's a 3rd walk he has drawn today. 4th time he's been on base. Fourth walk allowed by Reds pitching. Runners at the corners, and Yangervis Solarte coming up. Bryce brought Storen in the righty-righty matchup, and he walks him on 4 pitches. Yangervis today is flying to left, grounded back to the mound, and singled to right field. Fouls it off himself for strike 1.
Smelling big fly right here.
It's like a hit right here.
Yeah, that would be nice. Storen's only given up 6 home runs in 46 frames. This being his 49th game.
Yangervis is 1 for 1 against him with a home run. Chops this right side to the second baseman, Jeanette from short right, and the throw in time. Padres will leave 2 men on. 7th inning stretch from Cincinnati. Padres have a 3-2 lead. presented by your San Diego Hyundai dealers. Beautiful day today in Cincinnati for the final game of this 4-game series, and the Padres have the lead. They trail 2-0 and now lead it 3-2. A couple chances to add on, but not able to do it. Some changes here. Dusty Coleman staying in the game after pinch hitting in the 7th, and looks like Solarte coming out of the game. New pitcher is Kirby Yates, third of the day for Andy Green.
He pitched Saturday against the Pittsburgh Pirates, so he is well rested. 43rd game for Kirby. And now a little bit more range and glove out there as Yangervis Solarte calls it a day in the big leagues. Dusty Coleman now playing shortstop after pinch hitting there in the 9th spot.
Speaking of pinch hitting, Billy Hamilton is coming up to pinch hit here. The speedster who had the day off until now. To lead it off here in the home half of the 7th inning with the Reds trailing by a run. 253 homers, 30 runs batted in into his 107th game of the year. Up to Suaje of 2 base hits the other night here in Cincinnati. 2 great catches out there, one against the wall, and the other moving from left center to right center. Also stole his major league leading 45th base in this series. Craig Stammen went an inning, gave up a hit, no runs, walked a batter, hit a batter, and did not strike anybody out. That's still the pitcher of record right now for San Diego. Swing and a miss for Hamilton. 1-2. Jesse Winker on deck, then Zach Cozart, and when he gets on, Joey Votto will have a chance. Up to the bullpens now. A tight one today in Cincinnati. In the air to left center field. Caesar and Perella, and it's Perella in front of Caesar to make the catch for out number 1 of the 7th inning. Top of the order for Jesse Winker now coming up for the Reds. Winker today has fly to right, struck out swinging, and grounded out to first base, 3 unassisted. 2 for 10 in the series for the Reds right fielder.
You know, Don, you made a good point talking about Craig Stammen coming in. When your starter can't go 6 or 7, it's so important to have that guy like the Stammen and piece together the game. Now you hand it over to Yates. Okay, still a lot of baseball left here in the bottom of the 7th, but still, when you collectively have those guys that you can count on to chew up an inning plus, maybe a righty lefty, you know, you go an inning and then a third and then turn it over. If those guys are like a Yates and a Stammen and then you go beyond that, if they're throwing the ball, it's this 3-2 lead here that it's so huge to try to preserve that lead and that victory.
Especially when you take into account the 2 huge pieces of the bullpen were traded at the trade deadline.
Yes, Buchter and Mauer.
Buchter, yeah. And they were the end of the game. We're talking 7-8, or in that case 8-9. Right hand, and now Hand at the end by himself. The guys left here have done a nice job. That Hand finished the game here the other night. The game the Padres won. Non-save situation, but did finish it off. And now with 8 saves on the year. Yates with a 3-1 to Winker. And that's ball 4, a 1-out walk to Winker. After ball game today, the Padres will head to Los Angeles to begin a series against the LA Dodgers. Cody Bellinger having his No question, Rookie of the Year season. 5 games against Padres, hitting at .304. Yasiel Puig has had a very good year. Second on the Dodgers with 21 home runs this season. And Rich Hill, July 1st, 7 shutout innings against the Padres. 11 strikeouts.
Bellinger slugging .788, 5 homers, 7 runs batted in, 8 runs scored in 8 games this month. This kid is just unbelievable. He's got 33 home runs. This kid's could hit 40 home runs this year. And he got called up late April.
Yeah. And Adrian Gonzalez went on the DL for the first time.
Look
Inside, and Kozar gets hit. So now first and second with 1 out. A walk and a hit batsman. Second straight inning that's happened to a Padres reliever. Stammen walked Suarez, then hit Kiblahan.
Right on the jersey.
Barely got him.
Yeah. Oh, this is where you order up the double play.
Joey Votto coming up.
Tough AB coming at you right here. He is grounded into 11 double plays this year. The leader in that category for the Reds is Suarez with 12.
Votto has flat out to left and walked twice in the game. 5 for 12 in the series.
Remember, there's been a couple of ABs where he's swung at the first pitch.
He is again. Can't get it this time.
And that's how you counter with that slider. Runner in scoring position. We know that Joey Votto likes to look at a lot of pitches, work the count, but sometimes he will ambush you. And Kirby Yates probably thinking right along with him, and he throws up the wrinkle. Where'd that one miss? Did Torrens take that one away from him? I thought that was a pretty good pitch. Oh, that's a strike out of the hand.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Wow.
Should be 0-2. As you mentioned, 11 double plays this season he's grounded into. Perfect time right here. Check swing. Did he go? No.
Of course not. Oh my gosh, if he hits it, it's a double. But of course, it's Joey Votto up there.
Right.
Yates didn't get the call on the slider, and he doesn't get the call on the check swing.
Strike call, 2-2. And Andy Green coming out of the dugout here. With a count of 2-2 to Votto, and he's going to make a change.
Oh, he's going to switch it up to a lefty. Torres.
Wow. Kirby Yates looking around over his shoulder, like to the bend, like what's going on?
Or is he going to go to hand early?
So a pitching change here with a count of 2-2. Brad Hand coming in, 3-2 Padres. One out. The Reds have runners at first and second, and a count of 2-2 to Joey Votto. New pitcher, the Padres closer, Brad Hand.
One out. You bring in your closer in here to face the best hitter, one of the best hitters in baseball. You've got a 2-2 count. Andy Green's banking on his best pitcher out of the bullpen against the Reds hitter to shut it down right here with the 1-run lead, with still plenty of baseball left.
Yeah, we're in the 7th inning. Pitch in the dirt, full count. And inherited that 2-2 count, and now it's a full count. Very little room here for error. Time call. Votto backs out. Winker reached on a walk. Cozart on a hit by pitch.
Got to throw him a breaking ball here, don't you think? That Brad Hand slider.
Payoff pitch. And it's ball 4. He walks in to load the bases.
Fastball. Just missed off the plate. We know how good of an eye Joey Votto has of the strike zone. And you know, I know it is what it is, but Kirby Yates had him struck out anyway.
Bases loaded, 1 out, and Adam Duvall now with a chance here. Reds trailing by a run. Bases loaded, 1 out here in the 7th. Outside for ball 1. Reds have had their chances. They left the bases loaded in the 6th inning in a 1-run game. Now they get the bases loaded here in the 7th with 1 out. All in his career against Hand, no success, 0 for 3 and 2 strikeouts. Swinging a foul tip, 1-1. Ball, no success so far today. Fouled out, popped out, grounded into a double play. Kirby Yates lifted from the game with a count of 2-2 to Joey Votto. Looking on from the Padres dugout.
Well, remember, it was in the 10th inning when Osuna from the Pirates grounded that double play with Brad Hand out on the mound to send it into extra innings.
Strike 2. Frozen right there, 1-2.
Good sweeping breaking ball, outside corner.
Winker at third, Cozart at second, Votto at first, 1 out here in the 7th inning. Down and in, and that is ball 2. Good play there by Torrens. Keep it in front of him. 2-2. The Reds with the bases loaded without the benefit of a hit in this inning. Swing and a miss, and now he strikes out as it gets away briefly from Torrens, but bases are loaded and first base occupied, so Duvall strikes out. It's a big out, 2 down here in the 7th.
Righties, lefties alike, and you know what? Credit Luis Torrens. And that is one heck of a job smothering that ball. Great position. That ball ends up right in front of him to prevent that runner from scoring.
Now Scooter Gennett, who singled in the 6th inning, a 1-for-3 day for the Reds' second baseman. It's a fly ball to right field pretty deep. Renfroe going back onto the track at the wall. That ball is gone. A grand slam. Scooter Gennett is hit it out of the yard. The Reds have come from behind and taken with one swing of the bat a 6-3 lead.
Lefty on lefty, and you know what? That's a classic case of missing with location. It was a breaky ball left on the inner half and up, and we know what Scooter Gennett can do when he pitches in that situation. Climbing the wall, Hunter Renfroe giving the last chance effort there, but no chance for the Padre right fielder. And the Reds have doubled up on the Padres.
Interesting moves by Andy Green here in the 7th inning. And a fly ball struck pretty well to left center field. That ball is back, and that ball is gone. Suarez hits a home run. The Reds go back to back and take a 7-3 lead. Gennett with a grand slam. Now Suarez with a home run to left center.
One-0 fastball. Outer third. Reds taking some good hacks here in this inning. All based on the poor location of those pitches. They're just taking advantage of it.
Now Patrick Kiblahan will take strike one. Padres had a 3-2 lead heading into this inning, but a 5-run 7th so far for Cincinnati. Chop to third on the backhand Spangenberg. The throw is in time to end the inning. But a 5-run inning, including a grand slam by Scooter Gennett, has the Reds on top 7-3. Reds on top in the ball game 7-3. And Billy Hamilton staying in the game after a pinch hit in center field. New pitcher is Austin Bryce, and Will Myers leads it off here in the 8th inning.
I don't think I've ever seen a situation like that. 2-2 count, bringing in your closer in the 7th inning to face a left-handed hitter.
That's a first for me.
Any situation.
No.
Well, Austin Bryce, he pitched earlier in the series, 8th and 9th inning on Tuesday. A couple of strikeouts.
We saw Andrew Miller, of course, be used differently in the postseason last year, but in a regular season game like this, very interesting. Kirby Yates seemed to be stunned as Andy Green was headed out to take him out. He was looking over his shoulder like, who's up?
And you know what? I mean, in this game of baseball, you go through, you see things, you come to the ballpark, you never know what you're going to see, and that's one of those situations where I kind of mark down MC in my book. Manager's choice. Find out post game what the thought process was there.
Well, last night, Will Myers with a home run. Good sign for Will, especially going the other way. It's generally when he's back on track again, and he does it again today the other way. 23 now in the year for Myers. Takes a strike over the outside corner for out number 1 of the 8th inning. Austin Bryce with a strikeout to begin the 8th. One down, and Hunter Renfroe coming up. 0 for 3 in the game, has struck out twice and grounded out. Gotta yank that. Luis Castillo started the game, gave up the 3 runs the Padres have, and when he left, he was on the hook. On the hook no longer. Andy Peralta, 2/3 of an inning, no runs. Drew Storen, 1/3 of an inning, no runs. And now Austin Bryce, 4th arm used today by Brian Price. Left side, backhanded it short by Kozar. 2 down in the 8th inning.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Diego Padres and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Diego Padres.
2 down in the 8th, and it brings up Matt Caesar. He has walked, grounded out, and flied out. Caesar getting the start in center field. Should mention that Patrick Kivlehan moved from center field to right field when Billy Hamilton stayed in the game in center. So Kivlehan now in right. And coming out of the game is Winker. Strike 2. Good breaking ball. 1-2. To right field, Kivlehan moving in and over, makes the catch, and the Reds have a 1-2-3 8th inning behind Austin Price. 7-3 Reds. Padres will head to Los Angeles to begin a weekend series against the Dodgers. Clayton Richard, 5-12 with a 5.17 earned run average. May match up against Rich Hill, 8-4 with a 3.47 ERA. We'll get you started at 6:30 with Padres Live, and then it's the Padres and Dodgers from Dodger Stadium. Of course, Cody Bellinger will be in that series, and he'll be the Rookie of the Year, no doubt.
Yeah.
The question is he in the MVP conversation also?
That's a good discussion because, my goodness, 33 home runs, more on Bellinger after we talked about Phil Maton. Try to hold the Reds at 7. Padres are in slam range. That's very important for the young right-hander to keep him right there.
Now ball by the mound to Iswahe at second base. And one down here in the 8th inning. Tucker Barnhart retired. Well, the other candidates besides Bellinger, Bryce Harper, Nolan Arenado, Charlie Blackmon, Paul Goldschmidt. You have 2 that are Rockies, and that sometimes comes into play when you're talking about Coors Field. My pick would be Bryce Harper.
Yeah, once again, you know, there's so much to talk about. That's what's great about baseball. I say that looking at after all is said and done, I think that's your guy right there.
Yeah.
What do you think?
That's my pick.
Hey, nothing against all the other guys. Bellinger, Rookie of the Year, no doubt.
Arenado's defense plays into it for me, too.
The glove is huge, no question.
You're right, Bellinger could hit 40 home runs.
Oh my gosh.
Billy Hamilton batting for the 2nd time. Pinch hit in the 7th. As Rocco has come out on deck here, the bat in the pitcher's spot.
Cody Bellinger was called up to the big leagues April 25th.
At Petco Park.
And he's got 33 home runs.
Yeah, Billy Hamilton strikes out. That is out number 2 of the 8th inning. So Maton, 2 up, 2 down in the 8th. So pitch hitting in the pitcher spot is Mesoraco, first appearance of the series. Take strike 1. Strike 2. Looking ahead to the 9th inning. Terens, Coleman, and Iswahe scheduled to bat. Anybody gets on, Corey Spangenberg will have a chance. As Rocco fouls it off to the right, out of play. Let's revisit our keys to the game, brought to you by your San Diego Honda dealers.
Rattle Reds early, ain't happening. No runs, first 3 innings, 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th. Slide into the 7th for Lamet, only 5 frames this afternoon, 89 pitches for Dinelson.
Pitching change.
F for Mark again today.
Pitching change.
Mr. Blutarski, you have no grade point average. Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son. Boy.
Payoff pitch. And that drops almost into the strike zone. A little bit high. So a 2-out walk here for Mesoraco, pinch hitter down to first base. And that'll bring up the all-star, Zach Kozart. And a single back in the first inning. Flied out twice, and last time up reached on a hit batsman. Came around to score the 4th Reds run. A grand slam by Scooter Gennett in a 5-run bottom of the 7th inning for Cincinnati. There for strike 1 and 1. Phil Maton, the 5th arm used today. That charge with 2 runs, Yates 2, and 3 by Hand, who allowed 2 inherited runners to score. Very defensive swing right there by Kozart. Not comfortable. 1 and 2. In the air to left field. Struck pretty well. Back goes Perella looking up. And it is gone. A 2-run home run for Zach Kozart. A 2-out walk prolongs the inning and gives Kozart a chance to get his 14th home run of the year. Reds jump on top here, 9-3.
1-2 had him in the hole. The fastball up from Phil Maton, and the Reds all-star adds on for his Red Legs. Phil Maton not overpowering. You know, he can get guys to swing up and out of the zone with that fastball, just not up enough.
Joey Votto has walked 3 times today. His 14-game hitting streak on the line here as he sends one foul down the left field line out of play. Flight out to the warning track in the first inning. Since then 3 walks and he scored a run.
I think my 8 for over/under for home runs in the series combined was blown out of the water.
I think so. It started really fast, but I don't know.
Just trying to
go back in your book there, Chop Chop.
2.
I think it was like 5 the first night, right?
5 the first night.
Yeah.
I've got 15.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Wow. That hold on, high drive, deep left center field at the wall, and that ball is gone. Make it 16. Joey Votto with a home run out there to left center field, and Votto extends the hitting streak now to 15 games. 10-3 Reds.
Joey Votto just wearing out left center field. He wants it in, leaks outer third, it's up, and Joey Votto is good at baseball. Nice easy swing.
Maton here after getting 2 quick outs, the walk, home run followed up by another home run, back-to-back for the 2nd time in 2 innings for the Reds. And the grand slam by Gennett, then the solo home run by Suarez in the 7th. a strike here to Duvall. Shift on, and it's going to work out. Swahe on the left side of the infield throws to first to end the inning. 3 more runs for the Reds, who have taken a 10-3 lead. Of the game, and Scooter Gennett against Brad Hand hits a grand slam. Changed the complexion of this game with one swing of the bat and was part of a 5-run bottom of the 7th inning for Cincinnati. They have homered 4 times in the last 2 innings. It started with that grand slam. So it's on to the 9th inning. A 7-run lead now for Cincinnati. And the closer up, so they're going to bring him in.
Yeah, we saw Iglesias in the first game of this series. Remember, it was 11-3, and the closer needed some work. Not a save situation, as it was the first night, and pretty darn good numbers. Some serious fuzz out of the hand of Iglesias.
Luis Torrens letting it off here for the Padres. Torrens has flied out to left, single to center, and grounded out to third base. 1 of 7 Padres hits today. Padres had a 3-2 lead into the bottom of the 7th inning. Down 10-3 as Torrens leads it off in the 9th inning with Dusty Coleman waiting on deck. Fouled off, and it's 1-2.
Iglesias has take a look at Dusty Coleman on deck. He's from Isla de la Juventud, Cuba. I wonder where the emphasis goes there. Juventud. Mike Tompkins down there in the video room could help me out on that one. Juventud? Cuba's a place I want to go someday. I'd love to go there.
Two. And it's on the outside corner for strike 3. 1 down in the 9th inning. Luis Torrens down by way of the K.
That fastball at 98 has a little bit of late movement to catch that outside part of the dish, which is very, very tough to catch up to and make contact. And there you see it, 6'2", 188. Juventud. You know, that's something I should have pursued. I took Spanish in high school and I absolutely loved it.
Yep.
got straight A's in it and wanted, being in baseball, should have pursued it. I would love, at the snap of my fingers, to speak fluent Spanish.
You know quite a bit.
I love the language.
One down here in the 9th inning. Dusty Coleman.
How about you, Pig Latin?
No, I took French for a while. Not well.
Really?
Yeah, real bad. Got tutors, did everything I could do to help out. I just couldn't do it. 99 for you from Iglesias.
That's coming in caliente right there.
By him in 98. 2-2. Suaje waiting on deck. Padres batting in the 9th inning. Trailing by 7. To center field and a base hit. Dusty Coleman aboard for the 2nd time since coming into the game.
How about Iglesias also changing the arm angle, going a little Laredo on that one, and fighting it off was Dusty Coleman. He will sacrifice that shillelagh. He broke it for a big league knock.
One out, one on, top of the order.
Dropping down just a little bit. Low 3/4.
Runner goes, pitch down low, and it's now 2-0. Defensive indifference allows Coleman to take second base. Suaje singled to right field in the 7th inning. 1 for 4 in the ball game today. Ground ball down the first baseline. It's a fair ball, and Votto will tag the bag for out number 2 of the 9th inning. Taking third is Coleman. The Padres down to their last out. Corey Spangenberg coming up. Striking out in the 1st, grounded out in the 3rd. Doubled to left center field in the 5th, and grounded out in the 7th. Fouls back to the screen for strike 1. The 0-1 from Iglesias. In the air to left field. Duvall's got to play. He makes it, and the Reds win this one. Cincinnati takes 3 out of 4 from the Padres as the Padres drop this one 10-3 to Cincinnati. From Cincinnati, Padres Live is next. Mike Pomeranz, what's in store?